Hello. Hey there. Just get my camera adjusted. Hi guys. Happy Friday. So this is Donna from Donna's Creative Space, for those that don't know me. And I am here to make a couple of note cards. And what I'm going to use is the Sweet as Peach stamp set. This is so cute. And I am actually going to be doing my card class, second card class of the month, using this stamp set and the dies that go with it. And they are available now. They were on back order, but they are available now. So if you like this set, then go ahead and grab them before they're disappearing again. Now, the paper that goes with this is absolutely gorgeous. Now, I've already taken some paper out of here, but look at this paper. I'm going to just show you real quick. All of our paper is two-sided, so here the first. This side, of course, is backed with this. And this beautiful blue. Oop, I have it upside down. Maybe if I turn the whole package, in case there's something else upside down. This blue, and on the back of that is this beautiful polka dot. I can't wait to use more of this. Oh, I guess I wasn't. Some of it's upside down. So this one, and the back is the stripe. So it's not just peachy colors. We have some nice blues in here. This is pretty. And then on the backs we have some designs. Then we have this. Kind of looks to me, it looks like cherry blossoms, but of course it's got to be the peach blossoms, right? It's got to be. And let me get, gosh, I can't pick it up. So that's that one. And then this one, I'll have to show you the back because I have it all cut up. I've been using this one. This is so pretty, and this is the back. I'm going to use a little teeny piece of this today. And the last one is, and I'm using this too, so I only have one sheet here, but this is the front page, and we've got that blue in there again. And then the green is in the back. Now, if you wanted to know what, you may already know this, but in the back of the packages of our Designer Series paper, Stampin' Up! Tells you what colors it coordinates with. Now this doesn't mean it only coordinates with those colors. Let me bring that up so that it will, see if you can see that better. And this package says it coordinates with Balmy Blue, Bumblebee, Calypso Coral, you can see it right under the name of it, Early Espresso, Mango Melody, Pale Papaya, Pear Pizzazz, Petal Pink, and Whisper White. Now, you don't only have to use those colors. Like today, I am using something different. I'm not putting it with Whisper White. I am putting it with Very Vanilla. Now, you have to be cognizant of what the background might look like. Like if you were going to use this paper, you might not want to put it on Very Vanilla because there's so much white in the background. But what I'm using today are the note cards and envelopes. And I'm going to make a couple of quick little cards. And we have these envelopes, note cards and envelopes. They come 20 in a pack, 20 cards, 20 envelopes. And it's only $7 for 20 of them. They come in Very Vanilla or Whisper White. It's really basic white. I rewrote the number here because this is an older pack. They're now called Basic White. So that's what they come in. I am going to be using the Very Vanilla, like I said. And I'll tell you, just so you know what the sizes are. They come all scored. And I'm going to fold this in half. Let me make sure I stay in the image. Am I in the image? I'm probably not. So I wanted to show you. I wanted to fold it and give you an idea of, I'm looking for my large ruler. I have to use my short one. So folded, they are 3.5 by 5. All right, so, and these are perfectly well to go in the mail. Opened up, they are 7 by 5. Just so you know, you could make this size yourself too. But these come with the envelope, so why make them? So I'm going to make a couple. So I pulled out, this is really fun, coloring this peach. So I'm going to show you how I colored it, and I'm using one of our daubers. And if you, these are our sponge daubers, and if you don't have any of these, I think they come for $5 maybe, something like that. And I got one of these little cases online, and I get these little labels, and I save all my daubers for the colors. You can rinse them out if you want, but I just save them and put them back in here, and they all have their names. And I think, let me see, I had the label, a piece of the label I wanted to show you in case you wanted to buy these. They are Avery 5167. They're perfect to go around those little daubers. That's all I have for you. 5167. So, that's what I'm going to be using. I am going to be using Calypso Coral. The inks I'll be using Calypso Coral, Pear Pizzazz, and So Saffron. I think using the Calypso Coral to accent the So Saffron. Hang on one second. Truck is going by, and I have my window open because it's so beautiful here. So those are the colors I'm using, and I'll show you how I color this big peach. And so we're gonna make a card with the little peaches and a big peach. And this happens to be, I can't remember if I said it, this is going to be my card class for the second half of June that you can earn for free by placing an order with me. I'm going to be using the Genial Gems that come in Pale Papaya and Soft Succulent, but I think the Pale Papaya look nicely on these. Alright, so, like I said, it comes with these little envelopes, so we don't need those. So let's make the first one. Let me grab my grid paper. Oh, let me tell you first, sorry. If you are interested in this, it is on page 60 of the catalog. 60 and 60, let me open it. 60 and 61. You could buy the whole suite for $57.25, which would give you the bundle, which is the stamp set. The bundle's down here, the stamp set and the dies, right? This is the dies that you get. These are the dies that you get with it in a bundle. And when you buy the stamp and the bundle together, you save 10%. I'm trying to look to see if I have to just check my, sorry, my Facebook doesn't seem to be posting comments, so I'm just trying to refresh the screen. So take me 2 seconds to go over there and refresh it, and give me 2 seconds, because I don't know if anybody's commenting, but if you're saying hi, I want to be able to see it. So anyway, it's not showing me any comments, so if you are saying hello, I'll just say hello back. I see there's a few people watching, but it's not showing me anything. And that happened last Friday. People were commenting, but I couldn't see what they were saying until I refreshed the screen. So I will, if you leave a comment, I will get back to you if you have a question or anything. But like I said, it's on page 60 and 61 of the catalog. They have these cute little jam jars. They're mini jam jars, and if you buy the suite for $57.25, you get a set of those. And I didn't get those, but they are kind of cute. I think you can put food in them, but they're not hot. You can't like make your own jam with them, just so you know. All right, so that's what page it's on. Like I said, I showed you. I'm not using the dies today. I'm making a couple of simple cards. Oh, I see a comment. Hi, Sandy. Nice to see you too. All right, so like I said, you can get these two as the bundle, but I'm only using the stamp set today because I want to make a couple of simple cards, and I'm thinking that just an FYI, I may be changing. I know I've been going online. I've been coming here online at noon every Friday, but I might switch it to Friday night. I'm not sure yet. Maybe Thursday night. I haven't figured it out yet, but I do want to switch it now that the summer's here and the nice weather's here, and this might be fun to kind of take the day to do some other things. All right, so I folded one of the cards. I've got 2 sets that I'm going to make. So let me just take this set. So these are the only few things that I'm using. I'm using Petal Pink, and this is, this square or rectangle is 3 1/4. This here, 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. I have a circle. I use these circle dies, the layering circles. You know, they come with a straight, and then you get the scalloped also. I'll just tell you about what size they are, because I really can't tell you which die I used. But so I used about a 2 3/8 inch. I used the right side of my ruler. Yeah, 2 3/8 inch circle. All right, and then I have a 1/2 inch strip that's about 2 inches, and then just a scrap of this really pretty. Let me show you this. It's really pretty. This is our Flirty Flamingo ribbon. Oh, it's so pretty with the gold in it. But I just thought that it goes nicely with the Petal Pink. And I am using the Tailor Tag Punch. I'm going to use it. I'll show you how I use this end here, just to fishtail the ends of my little sentiment. So let's get stamping. And I'm going to take, one second, I'm going to take a big piece of Scotch tape, because I know my grid paper is going to move all over the place. So I want to just roll it up and put some behind. And then, so like I said, this is, I'm going to use this stamp set and design a series paper for my card class, starting this weekend. Starting today, you can order, and you'll get it for free. So I'm going to do some stamping on this first with some clips of coral, and I'm going to use the stamps that I'm using out of this set are this this leaf set here. Not sure if you could see this whole branch, I would say I'd call it a branch. I'm going to use the little peaches, these little peaches. They come 3 together, and then this little bunch of flowers. Now, what I was going to do, where my inspiration came from, is on page 60, this card here. So I'm making it a little bigger, and I'm not using they use the kind of like a little like star or asterisk, like a little pointy, I don't know what you call that, splotchy thing. I'm going to use the little flowers, like these little flowers. That's what I'm going to use in the background. So, saying that, I'm going to go from here, this side to this side, and I'm going to stamp on and off. I mean, I'm going to stamp full strength and half strength. What I mean by that is I'll put it down full strength, and then I can do another stamp the same way with whatever ink is on there. So now I'm going to go dark over here, lift it up, and go over here with the light. And I'm just going to keep doing that. Now our circle will end up being covering up most of this middle part, but I'm still going to do it. And the angle doesn't have to be exact or anything. I'm just kind of playing around because I just want it to be able to be seen. And I'm just doing every other. You don't have to be so precise. And then I'll just this and that. And then I'll just end with a little bit on the end. Just like that. Just to give it a little bit of background. And then for our, now let me close that. Oh no, you know what we'll do? I'm going to stamp. We're going to use the word, there's a little sentiment in here. Where is it? Hello. Okay. And it could fit on one of these, our G blocks, right? Because it's so little. But I find when I'm stamping, this is just a tip, I find that when you have this sentiment, a skinny sentiment on a block like this, and you're stamping on a skinny piece, it's hard to kind of see the edge. So I like to go a little bit bigger. You do have to be careful that you're not going to rock. But you just have to just kind of, I'm going to try to do this straight because I'm not overhead. Usually I stamp closer to me. Well, that came out pretty good. So having a bigger block lets you see the sides of your paper. And another hint, if we were let's say this was a piece of white that I was stamping on, you might want to grab another piece of cardstock just so that you can see your shape better. And then when you go to stamp, you can see the outline better. Because if this was white on white, sometimes it's hard to see. It's just my little tip. All right, so we have that stamped. So now I'm going to close my Calypso Coral so I don't get anything, I don't drop anything in it. And now we're going to stamp our little set of peaches, right? And it's hard to tell where this goes, but there's little notches. Let me show you on, take a pencil on here. There's little notches in these peaches, and those little notches, because that's the top of the peach, will end up here, here, and here. So I think what I might do is, I think it's best if we stamp, let's try stamping the leaves first, because if you look at this, our peaches are going to go in these 3 like empty spots. All right, so now I think it'd be better for me to just aim this on my circle, and I'm using Pear Pizzazz, and you could stamp off if you wanted to, but I think this will be fine. And I think I'm just gonna go, I don't know, I want to make sure I have enough room to put those peaches in, so maybe I'll turn it a little like that, and we'll do that. All right, and then, that's it for the Old Olive. This is going to be a quick card, I told you. All right, so now our peaches. I'm using So Saffron, but I want to add a little bit of Calypso Coral. All right, so of course, I forgot I had to open the coral again. And I'm going to use my little dauber, like I told you about. And let's see, I'm going to put, let me ink this up, right? And see how I don't know if you can see this, but you see how it kind of bubbles? If you get that effect and you don't want that, let me see if I can find a piece of scrap paper. I just want to get that off, and I'm gonna show you what I do. Is I pull my ink. I use the back of a spoon, or you could use your bone fold. It has to be a smooth item. You don't want to tear the foam on your ink pad. But all we're doing is we're moving the ink to the side. You're not damaging it. It'll eventually flow back to the center, but you just ink it up. And now it's going to be a little bit lighter. So if you can see, I don't know if you saw the bubbles before, but maybe you don't see them now. Maybe if I do it this way. See, there's no bubbles. So that's a good tip to use. I always keep a plastic spoon in my craft stuff, because that's how I ink up my pads too. After I ink them up, I run the spoon to spread the ink. All right, so now let me see. I want to make sure I'm getting this in the right. Just look for those tick marks, the top of the, right like that. I'm looking at that one, and then this one, and just kind of, just hope you get it, and just kind of, oh no, oh, I almost put it down. I forgot I was going to color this. I'm so glad I'm so glad I took the time. All right, so I stamped it in the So Saffron. Oh my goodness. Now I'm just going to put a little bit, see how there's a little line? I'm going to try to point it out. On this is, maybe if I point it on the stamp itself. Hang on. Sorry, I'm dropping everything. See this little line here? Of course, it's opposite on the stamp. But I want to try to use my little sponge dauber and kind of go up against that line just a little bit, right? Just like that. And then this one's kind of at a different angle. I hope you can see this. Let me see if you can see that. Maybe if I put it like that. See what I did? I just kind of put it in a little spot on the peach, because I just want to give it a little accent. Now I'm going to get back to this. All right. I get the angle right, find those little stems, line them up, and drop it. Hold it there for a sec, just so you can let the ink get in there. And look, isn't that pretty? Because you know how peaches have that little pinky spot. So that's my way of getting a little bit. Just use your little sponge dauber. All right. So we're all done stamping for this one. So I'm just going to move that out of the way. All right. Now we just have to assemble. I told you this was going to be a quick card. So we folded this. Now I'm going to take my adhesive runner and I'm going to put this down. This is going to go onto our front of our card, just like this. Right? That's a little shorter than it's supposed to be. I must have cut it wrong. I think I gave you the right measurement, so this should be 4 3/4. Yeah, I cut it 4 1/2. Or maybe I grabbed the wrong piece. Oh, I have another piece sitting here. Let me see. No, I cut them both wrong. Well, do as I say, not as I do. Isn't that the saying? But this will work fine. All right, so we have that on here. Now this is going to go up on dimensionals. So, I'm running low on dimensionals on this piece. I love when I get to the end. I can use the edges, and then it's more fun to start a new sheet of dimensionals. I know. Small things excite me, right? Oops. All right, so I'm going to just put this down, just kind of like at an angle like that. I think like that. And then now we're going to just clip this. I have like a couple inches of that Flirty Flamingo, but this is 2 inches by 1/2 inch. And I want to fishtail the ends, but sometimes when you're handling a little piece, I'm going to show you a cool way of using this tailored tag punch. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to eyeball maybe about 1/4 of an inch away from my sentiment and put a tiny little dot. And you'll get why in a minute, because then I'm going to have some Post-it notes. This is just a kind of a little trick. So open up your punch. And sometimes it's hard to hold it. So what I'm doing is using my Post-it note as a handle, and then I'll slide it in. Now, do you see the little dot? I'm going to put that dot right about where that point is and punch. I don't know if you can see that. You guys see that little dot? Right about there. And punch. And it gives me perfect, right? Isn't that cute? Then I turn it around. Use my Post-it note on that side. That's just my little handle. And go in with that dot. Look for that dot again. I'm going to hold it here for a second because I want to look at the screen and see if you guys can see that. You see that little dot there? Oops, I let it slip. So go back to that dot and just punch. And isn't that the coolest thing? Hey Lori, better late than never. How are you? And that's I just love using the tailored tag punch for that. Because then, you know, when you're doing such a little one, sometimes when you cut up this side, then you cut that side, and then, you know, eventually when it's so little like this, sometimes you get carried away and you end up not having anything left. So I'm going to put a little adhesive in the back of this one. And I'm going to take my ribbon and just lay it on the back. Just like that. And then I need a couple of dimensionals. And these dimensionals will fit perfectly on a 1/2 inch strip of. So just push them down. And, well, I'm glad that I can see comments now. Last Friday, it was the craziest thing. I couldn't see anybody's comments. And I don't, you know, want to take, you know, too much time to say hello to everybody, because I know some people are bothered by that. I actually had somebody leave a comment telling me that it wasn't good for me to do, but I do like to say hi to people when they are joining me. What did I get on my card? All right, and then I'm just going to clip this off. Just like that. And like I said, this is a quickie. And then I took these pale papaya, and I think I'll use my take your pick tool. See if I can get my putty out. You know, if you squeeze this a little, turn it and squeeze it, more putty comes out. And I'll pick up one of these guys. And I'm going to put, oh, there's a nice spot for that one. I'll put one over here. One there. It's funny because I didn't plan those spots, but those work out perfectly. And then I'm going to put one, do I want to put it on the peach? Or maybe I'll just put it there. And that's it. A nice quick card. Right, a little note card. You have your envelope that it goes into. Perfect quickie, right? All right, so the next one is still quick. It's a little more involved. We don't need to punch anymore, but that was my, that's a great little tip to use that tailored tag. You might have other punches that you can use, but you just look for the angled ones where you can cut an angle. If you have a square punch, you could turn it on an angle and use that to cut your ends. All right, so put those aside, put that aside. Okay, next up is this kit. So this one I want to stamp the big peach. We did the little peaches. I just think that's so cute. What I like to do is for my card class to go, like I said, this is the sweetest peach for the second part of June. I like to put a little card in with each of my kits just as a thank you for shopping with me. So I think these might be I might make a bunch of these and put these in one of these anyway. Or maybe I'll just make both and we'll see. So if you shop, who knows what you'll get. Lori, and whoever else is on that, it took my hand pen petals. That's going in the mail today. It's all packaged, shipping labels on it already. So you should be getting it beginning of next week, I would think. All right, so this is a piece. Oh, isn't that pretty? I wonder if I should do that side. Now, see, let me see. See, now I cut this piece of cardstock right. I don't know what I cut the other one wrong. So I was going to stamp the peach on here, and I was going to use this. Let's see. I was going to use this because I made one earlier with the green. No, I think I want the green. I think that might be a little too busy for what. I'm going to use this green side. So, all right, so this is, again, 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. And this is 3 by 4 1/2. All right, so that way we get a little bit of border. Oh boy, my cat is up. She's going to start talking to me. So I'm going to put this. All right, I'm going to put that onto this is Calypso Coral if I didn't say it. And this is that pretty Designer Series paper from the box. So I'm going to put this on my card. I like these note cards because you get the card base. It's all, it's scored for you. And the envelope, the perfect size. All right, so let's just do this. Now I'm going to put this across, and then we'll get to stamping. All right, I'm going to use my grid paper to kind of have some sense of straightness, like that. All right, now let's get to stamping. So I am using this double set of leaves. I'll show you on the stamp set because sometimes it's hard to see. I'm going to use this big peach and this stamp, this double leaf. And I want to show you something because I've been playing around with this. I want to show you when you stamp your peach. And I'm going to show you how to color it. And you want to clean it off in between, but I'm just going to show you right now. All right. Oh, see the bubbles came back. Remember I said that we pushed the ink away and it would come back? See the bubbles? Let me see. Can you see the bubbles? Let me hold it up like this. That means I have too much ink at the surface of the top of my pad. So what I do is, of course, I'm going to stamp this off on scrap paper because I don't want all that ink on there. I don't know if you guys could see it, but I'm going to push the ink away again. And I just use a spoon. You can kind of see the foam pad kind of gets a little bit lighter. So I push that away, and then I'll ink it up. And this is just a test one I want to now see you don't see the bubbles? So that's a trick so that if you're using these distinctive stamp sets that have all that shading, it's actually like a a combination. If you look real close at it, it's all like tiny little dots, and they make it look like all different shadings. So that's what they call the distinctive. But I wanted to show you how to color your peach. Now we just did a dot, a little dab on the little peaches. But this one, I'm going to kind of go with my dauber into the Calypso Coral, and I'm going to go on the edge. Just like that, just a little bit. And then I'm also going to kind of go on that curve that has the crease of the peach. That makes it look like a butt, right? Just like that, okay? What I wanted to show you was this. So I'm going to stamp a couple, right? There's one. Now this, you can, oh, I should have stamped it a little further away. Next one I will. Now you have to wash it in between. So I have my scrub off to the side, and I'm going to ink it up again. And it's, it's starting to get, got to do that again. I must have just inked this up. Because look, I'll show you when you have too much ink on it, it gets a little bit blotchy. See how blotchy it got? So you want to get that ink off and then push that ink away. Oh, still, see, I pushed it away, but I didn't. Then I started talking to you. So I'm going to push it away again. Oh, and I get the blotchiness off. Get it all off. Stop talking, Donna. All right, dip it in real lightly. See? No bubbles. All right. I'm just doing this to show you the difference. Now I can put some, if I want, on this side too. All right. I don't know. I hope you guys could see that. Maybe I was kind of tilting it towards myself. This time I went on this side. But I'm going to stamp it over here just so you can kind of see. All I want to do, all I'm trying to show you is how you can put your leaf on in a different direction. And I'm going to put my leaf on, let's see, I'll put it on this. I'm going to do this again for my card. And those scrap pieces are so that, push the ink away. Like I told you, it comes back. So you're not ruining your stamp or anything. So I'm going to put this on. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. My spoon's right in the... So I'm going to go around the edge of this, and then I'm going to go on that crease there. Kind of on that crease, just to give it like that, you know how it has that kind of dimple in it? And then I'm going to go right down. Now this circle, did I tell you what size this was? It's about 2 1/8. It's from the circles, the layering circles. Now if you take too long and let the ink sit on here, looks like a butt. Yeah, that's what I said, Lori. It's a butt. So you kind of have to breathe a little heavy, heat on it with your breath. Just give it a little huff when if you're doing this and you haven't, if you've been talking like me, you just want to, ooh, isn't that pretty? All right, so what I wanted to show you, let me close these. And I still have to stamp the sentiment, so I'll get back to that. But I wanted to show you this. So this leaf can be stamped in 2 different directions. All right? We have this way, but you can also do it upside down this way. All right? So let me show you. So I'm going to do it over here this way. It's a little stem. Just like that. Now if you want the leaves to go the other way, I didn't leave that much paper up here, so I'm going to kind of squeeze it. But isn't that cool? So it's the same stamp. You can just let your leaves go either way. So that's what I wanted to show you. And I'll probably cut that out and use that somewhere else. So on this one, I think I'll have my leaves go off to the left. And I got some ink on the corner of this. Get that off. So I'm going to ink that up. And I think I'll have them go... Yep, off to the left like that. I love the stamp set. And when this first came out, I couldn't wait because I'm so excited to do the stamp set. I mean, to do my card class with this because I was planning on the beginning of June to do the card class to go. And then it was on back order, and I thought, oh, I can't do that because back in, it was either, I think it was February, I did the sweet as a strawberry or sweet strawberry. And right after I started doing the class, it went on back order. So this one is not on back order anymore. Now, this is a small piece. This is 3/4 by 1 3/4. I just didn't want too much. Now, see, I'm doing my trick about, because I want to be able to see the edge of this. And when I have it on here, it's not as distinct, even though it's vanilla on the white. But I want to get this perfectly on here. So, and it fits. It doesn't look like it would because it's just a small piece. See? Perfect. All right. All our inking is done. All right, so now this circle is about 1/4 inch bigger. So this was 2 1/8. So, yep, 2 3/8. So I'm going to take this piece. Oops. Everything's sticking. Just like that. I just love the way that you can do that with the sponges. Where's my card? Oh, here it is. So this is going to go on here like that. I'll put it on an angle, but this is going to go, I'm going to get this on. Let's see. I think off to the side like that. Yeah, I think so. I think that would be good. Just like that, maybe. Or maybe I should put it right on the peach now. I want it up in the corner. So I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive in the corner of this. Just for placement. I'm going to put this all up on dimensionals. I put that there. Yeah, just like that. That would be nice. Okay. Now I turn it upside down and put all the dimensionals. Now I'm at the end of this pack. So let me get my other scissors. All right. Oops. Oops. I'm ripping it. All right, and I also want a dimensional on the end of this. And I need one more. I want it kind of in a little bit further. Oh, Misty. It's not time for her dinner. I don't know why she's crying. And I'm just going to put this on just about, I want to make sure my sentiment's straight, so I have to push it towards me for a second, and then I'll be back towards you. She thinks I'm talking to her. Just like that. Okay, now I'm going to use those, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to the people that are watching. Alright, so now I'm using these Pale Papayas again. These Pale Papaya Genial Gems. These might be on back order. I'm not sure. If you took my hand-penned petals class to go, like I said, that's being shipped today. And you spent $50 or more, you got a pack of these Genial Gems. So for my peach class, you'll get a, if you spend $50 or more, along with the free kit, you will get some embellishments. I'm not sure if it will be these or not. Now I have a piece of the twine, the Very Vanilla Twine. Did you know we had Very Vanilla Twine? It comes in this pack. It is called the Baker's Twine Essentials Pack, and it is 35 yards. And I think what it was is the white and crumb cake, I believe, are both 10 yards, so that would be 20, yeah. And then these are each 5 yards, so 5, 10, 15, 25, 35. So that's what you get in the pack. And this is really nice to have all the twines like that. I'm so glad they've been bringing the twines back, because there was a time when we didn't have any. All right, I'm going to just try to make my bow a little flat. And I'm going to take a glue dot, and even though these are mini glue dots, I only really want half of it. So I'm going to take half and roll it, because even on twine, it's kind of a mini is big. So I took about half chunk of it, and I'm going to put this right on the little stem, just like that. So cute. Of course, now my scissors are all mucked up. Okay, now I'm just going to trim that. Just take a little off. Isn't that cute? Did you hear my cat? I said, isn't that cute? And she meowed. I think she was saying, yeah. So, let me lift up my grid paper. And now these are the 2 note cards that we made today. If I can put it down, let me see. What I do with my scissors to keep that closed. There. Aren't those cute? Nice and quick and easy. So I am going to, that's all I have for today. It's kind of a quick one. Usually I've been going longer lately. But, so these are the cards. Which one do you like better? Anybody still on here? It shows a bunch of people on. I only have a couple comments though. Sandy and Lori are commenting. But, so these are cute little note cards that I made with our note cards and envelopes pack. Right? So like I said, $7 for 20. And you can really get make a lot with these, and you get the envelopes too. It's a great deal. But if you're shopping with me this month, the second half of the month, I am doing another card class to go kit. And it will be 8 cards, 2 each of 4 designs. And if you spend $35 or more, oh, Tracy, she likes the Peachy Day one. This one? Yeah, that's cute too. Very nice cards. Oh, thank you, Sandy. And Lori said both nice too. Thank you, guys. But so my card class is not these 2 cards. This is just a Friday Live, but I will have 8 cards, 2 each of 4 designs. So you get a card kit for free if you spend $35 or more on my Stampin' Up website, donnasingleton.stampinup.net, and it's $35 before tax and shipping on anything you want. But if you decide to get the bundle to go with the card kit, the bundle is $36.75, so you just buy this bundle, which is you buy them together for 10% discount, and it's only $36.75. The number is 155823. And then you will get a card kit that is going to be using all those papers that I showed you earlier. So I'll be using this set of papers, and if you've taken my card class before, you know I try to do as much as I can for you. I try to even I do punching and stamping, and I'll tie bows where I can. I think that Lori is on here. She can attest to my card classes. I do have an extra pendant. I should have grabbed it and so that you can see what you get as an example. But anyway, so that's it, guys. So, oh, Margaret, you're catching me just as I'm saying goodbye. But nice to see you here. So you have to go back and watch it from the beginning. But that's it, guys. So use my host code if you're shopping with me between now and the 30th of June. M as in Mary, 4, F as in Frank, B as in Bob, 7, P as in Paul, E as in extra, and the number 3. Okay, guys. Oh, Lori says, oh, Lori, card kits are amazing and a great way to use a lot of the stamps. Yes, I try to use as many of the stamps in the stamp set as possible. All right, folks. Thank you, Lori. That was very nice of you to say that. That the kits are amazing. All right, so go ahead and shop, and you'll get a card class kit from me. And those will be, you'll have till the 30th to shop. So those will go out at the beginning of July, probably. Okay, take care, guys. Have a great weekend. Oh, you'll watch the replay, Margaret? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you all for watching. Take care. If you're watching this, the replay on YouTube, on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. Take care. Bye-bye.